And a big shout out to Walter and Maria Schroeder, who are responsible for all of this in many ways. So thank you very much. The Schroeder Ambulatory Care Centre represents a real significant milestone for the City of Richmond Hill and Southern York Region and Southern Ontario. It will not only provide essential health care to the community, but it will also create valuable employment opportunity and economic development opportunity for local residents. By optimizing health care delivery and supporting the region's hospital system, the centre will play a key role in ensuring that care is offered when and where it's most needed, enhancing the overall health infrastructure of our entire region. This new addition is a complement to the healthcare system. Of this healthcare system demonstrates the power of cooperation. We just had a tour of this wonderful facility, and it really is innovative and leading edge. So with that, I thank you very much, everybody, for coming, and again, welcome to Richmond Hill. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. Good. Well, first and foremost, on behalf of the Schroeder Ambulatory Centre, Executive Committee and the Board, it is my pleasure to welcome Premier Doug Ford, Premier, Minister Sylvia Jones, Minister Michael Parsa, MPP Daisy Vai, and of course Mayor David West, who you've already heard from. Mayor, you've stolen some of my thunder, but I'll still carry on. My name is Raj Kothari. I am a board member of the Schroeder Ambulatory Centre Foundation. Some of you may wonder, who is this Raj Kothari? I had the privilege of being the chair of UHN Foundation for 5 years, and in that tenure, we raised over $1 billion from donors like Walter. And I've also I've been on 25 not-for-profit boards in this country in the last 30 years that I've been in this country, and I was the vice chair of PricewaterhouseCoopers. The Schroeder Ambulatory Centre is a groundbreaking charitable not-for-profit healthcare facility that exists to transform how Ontarians access and experience care. The Schroeder Foundation has funded nearly $500 million to Ontario's healthcare institutions, including UHN, St. Mike's Hospital, and various academic institutions who support healthcare training and research. To date, over $300 million have been committed to this centre by Walter and Maria Schroeder Foundation. It is built on the belief that timely, high-quality ambulatory care should be available to everyone, not just those who can afford to wait or pay. We are created with a simple but powerful mission to reduce pain, increase mobility, and improve healthcare efficiency for Ontarians. As a nonprofit, and I repeat, as a nonprofit, every dollar we generate is reinvested directly into patient care, expanding services, and supporting the broader health system. Our purpose-built, state-of-the-art facility is designed to offer high-volume, accessible OHIP-covered services in full alignment with Ontario's healthcare strategy. We are here to work alongside our health partners and ensure that patients receive the care they need and when they need it. I want to thank each one of you for being here and thank you for joining us for this important step forward. We are proud to represent innovation within Ontario's healthcare system and the healthcare landscape. Proof that community-driven, charitable care can reduce wait times, improve outcomes, and deliver measurable value for the public. It is my honor now to introduce a strong advocate for the community health and an important supporter of the work we do here, our local MPP, Daisy Vai.
Good morning, everyone. I am really proud of the tour that I just had. This is really innovative. And we're proud of having this right in Richmond Hill. As your MPP for Richmond Hill, pleasure to be here to the announcement at the Schroeder Ambulatory Centre. Our government is proud to stand alongside our healthcare leaders, dedicated staff, and valued community members. Thank you for addressing the need for reducing the surgery wait time here in Richmond Hill. This is a significant step forward in delivering accessible, innovative, and patient care center. This is New Center, a forward-looking model that puts people first and reflects our growing population, evolving healthcare needs. This is a proud moment for not just in Richmond Hill, but for all of York Region. Congratulations on this remarkable achievement, and I'd like to invite
Well, thanks very much, PPY. I'm incredibly proud and a big honor to represent the City of Richmond Hill alongside you. And thank you very much for the kind introduction and for really being an incredible advocate for the people of Richmond Hill and, of course, in York Region as well. And for Daisy and I, it's a real honor to welcome our colleagues, Premier Doug Ford, and, of course, Deputy Premier and Minister of Health, Sylvia Jones, to Richmond Hill. Welcome to you both. And let me also thank the leadership team here at the Schroeder Ambulatory Centre for hosting today's events and for also allowing me to say a few words. Now, whenever I speak to hardworking families, to seniors, they make it clear that improving healthcare and cutting wait times is a critical priority for all of them. And thankfully, our government is listening. And we have a health minister that is delivering real results for Ontarians. We just broke ground for a new hospital in Mississauga. And province-wide, we're investing $235 million to better connect 300,000 people to primary health care. And today's announcement means that families and seniors will be able to access faster and more convenient diagnostic care right here in Richmond Hill and right across our province. These investments are making a real difference, and they deserve our recognition. So please join me in welcoming my colleague, my friend, Ontario's Minister of Health, the Deputy Premier, the Honourable Sylvia Jones, to the podium.
Thank you, Michael, and good morning, everyone. It is indeed great to be back here in Richmond Hill today alongside Premier Ford and our local MPPs who you've already heard from, Daisy Waugh and Minister Michael Parsa, who truly are champions for your community at Queen's Park and for building a more connected and convenient healthcare system here in Richmond Hill and across Ontario. Thank you to the team at the Schroeder Ambulatory Centre for hosting us today, and to all the amazing healthcare workers in Richmond Hill and across York Region for everything you do to provide exceptional care to patients and families each and every day. Under the leadership of Premier Ford, our government has been making historic investments to expand Ontario's healthcare system. We're taking bold and innovative action to make it easier for people and their families to connect to care closer to home by getting shovels in the ground on over 50 hospital projects, investing in modernizing our healthcare infrastructure, significantly expanding access to new primary care multidisciplinary teams, and reducing wait times by adding vital surgical and diagnostic capacity, which is, of course, why we are here today. Ontario continues to lead the country with the shortest surgical wait times of any Canadian jurisdiction. For over 30 years, community surgical and diagnostic centres have been an important partner in providing high-quality, publicly funded diagnostic imaging, surgeries and procedures in communities across Ontario. Today's $155 million investment will add 57 new community surgical and diagnostic centres who will connect over 1.2 million people to MRIs, to CT scans and GI endoscopy services, making it easier and faster for more people to connect to publicly funded surgeries and procedures when and where they need it. Thank you again to the Schroeder Ambulatory Care and all the dedicated healthcare workers and organizations in Richmond Hill and across York Region who provide incredible care to people and families in our communities. Now, please join me in welcoming Premier Ford, who has been the main driver behind our historic investments in healthcare, protecting our economy, and leading the charge to defend Canada, to share a few words. Premier Ford, thank you. Stay well.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's so great to be back here in Richmond Hill, and I want to thank everyone for joining us today. It seems like Healthcare Week in Ontario, but every day is Healthcare Day in Ontario, and we're making some great announcements. It's really, really exciting, and I'm so pleased to be here. As you just heard from my great Deputy Premier Minister of Health, Sylvia Jones. You also heard from Daisy and Michael. Thank you, Daisy, for having us to your hometown. What a great job you're doing here along with Michael. And I'm thrilled to also welcome Secretary of Cabinet Michelle D'Emmanuel. You know, Michelle makes the machinery of the government move. She does an incredible job day in and day out. And she doesn't get enough acknowledgement, but I want to acknowledge Michelle, the hard work. And by the way, she works 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, it seems. And she's had many late night calls from me as well. So thank you, Michelle, for the great work that you do. I also want to acknowledge Mayor West. Mayor, thank you for all your support with this beautiful facility here, which we'll be talking about in a minute. The mayor expedited building permits, got things going. And I also want to acknowledge the Fire Chief Burbridge. And I want to thank the chief. Again, he was instrumental in making sure this is a safe building and expedited the process. And I know my friend Lashemi, Dr. Lashemi, Mohammed Lashemi from TMU, he was here, but I think he's running back to TMU. And one of my favorite CEOs, Carly Farrow from Trillium Health Partners. We just made a big announcement, and through your leadership, Carly, you're just driving the largest hospital build in the entire country, a $14 billion build, and boy, you got a lot of weight on your shoulders, but you're just driving it forward. I want to thank Raj. Raj, thank you for everything that you're doing here. The work and the volunteerism, not just here, you heard Raj, and 25 or more different nonprofits, UHN raising close to $1 billion. And then we have Dr. Varlese. I call him Dr. Fabio. He's been pushing this project from day one. Thank you, Dr. Fabio, for your great leadership, and all the docs behind me as well. You can't have this place running without their expertise, so I'm very grateful. And everyone else from the Schroeder Ambulatory Center for having us here today, as well as the healthcare leaders from the hospitals and health networks across the region. Now, the main two stars of this press conference, and I want to acknowledge, is Walter and Maria Schroeder. You know, they're very humble people. And, you know, one day you sit down with Maria and Walter and listen to their story. It's absolutely remarkable, and I just want to thank them for their leadership, their incredible generosity and support for their Schroeder Ambulatory Center. Now, I have to tell you, folks, it's close to $500 million. No one has given one single donation, and this was all built out of their pockets, of $500 million ever in the history of this country. I know people put 50 and 100, and we appreciate all the philanthropy, but this is remarkable, just absolutely remarkable. And I want to thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Schroeder. Two very generous people. Our government was elected with a plan to protect Ontario. That plan includes cutting red tape. As Mr. Schroeder said, cut the red tape, run this as efficient as possible. And I told Mr. Schroeder he's hired right away. But outstanding businessman too, brilliant. Standing up for workers, investing in infrastructure, and making Ontario the most competitive place to do business in the G7. We're doing this so we can protect workers and their jobs and continue to grow our economy in the face of tariffs and economic uncertainty. But we're also doing it because a strong economy, and I always say the foundation of our healthcare, foundation of infrastructure and schools and hospitals, healthcare, is our economy. And that means we can continue to invest and protect the services that the people of Ontario rely on. That includes our healthcare system. Our government is working hard to protect and expand our healthcare system so people across the province can get the care they need and when and where they need it. We're investing $60 billion. I think it's a little over $60 billion. As long as Carly keeps within the budget of the $14 billion, we're doing good. So it's more than $60 billion to build or upgrade more than 50 hospitals across the province, including South Lake Regional Healthcare Centre here in York Region. Under the leadership of Minister Jones, and thank you for bringing Dr. Jane Philpott on as well, we're also investing $2.1 billion to connect everyone in the province to a family doctor and a primary care provider. We're building and expanding medical schools so we can have more doctors and nurses working in our communities, and I understand TMU is partnering up with Schroeder clinic right here, and that's a great match to make sure that we have an opportunity to train our doctors in a stunning facility. And we're reducing wait times for surgeries and common procedures. In 2024, as you just heard from Minister of Health, from Sylvia, Ontario had the lowest surgical wait times of any province in Canada, with over 83% of patients receiving major procedures within clinically recommended time. But we all know it's called continuous improvement. We need to do even better. That's why we're investing $280 million in community surgical and diagnostic centres across Ontario. These centres will help cut wait times and provide convenient publicly funded care for people in their communities so they can get care when they need it, paid for by their OHIP card, not their credit card. And as Mr. Schroeder was saying earlier, he wants to cover a vast area as far as Kingston, 25 hospitals, I think, as a backup hospital, because this is basically a hospital. What you built here is unbelievable. Today, as part of this funding, we are announcing a $155 million investment over 2 years to add 57 new community surgical and diagnostic centres across the province, licensed to deliver in-demand MRI and CT scans, as well as gastrointestinal and endoscopy services. A little bit of a mouthful there. Clinic licenses will be issued starting today, and I'm so proud to announce that we will be awarding the Schroeder Ambulatory Centre the first of these licenses. Congratulations. Thank you. That's amazing. Through our investment, the centre will be receiving $14 million to support more than 115,000 patients. I'm going to repeat that, 115,000 patients over the next 2 years. That's more than 14,000 hours of MRI scans and 10,000 hours of CT scans. Across Ontario, these new centres will connect over 1.2 million more patients to publicly funded surgeries and procedures, helping reduce hospital wait times in every corner of the province. Our government is laser focused on providing the very best health care to the people of Ontario. We're going to keep investing in our services and our economy, and we will keep working to build a more competitive, more resilient, and more self-reliant economy so we can protect the people of Ontario and the services we all rely on for generations to come. I want to thank you. I want to thank Mr. and Mrs. Schroeder and the whole team here, and may God bless the people